What if Austria pulled off the First World War and betrayed Germany? This would be reality if Sixtus Affair did not happen. Ave, my name is Aurelian, and today I will tell you what the Sixtus Affair was. In year 1917, the Great War dragged for 3 years, and it began entering its 4th year. Austrian Emperor Franz Joseph I, who ruled since 1848, is now 1 year dead, and his place took his heir, Charles I. However, Charles did not want to rule his empire in times of war. He wanted peace. If you want to help me, you can give like to this video and subscribe to this channel. Charles began persuading peace by contacting his wife Zita's brother Sixtus Ferdinand Bourbon Parma, who was an officer in Belgian army, after whom this affair is named. The talks were initiated in neutral Switzerland. Sixtus arrived with French agreed conditions for peace. There were 4 main conditions. Alsace-Lorraine would be given back to France, like it was before Franco-Prussian War. Belgium as well as Serbia would be restored, and Constantinople would be handed over to the Russians. Charles subsequently agreed to the first 3 of the conditions, but Charles refused to give up any Austrian territory, and the talks dragged. France then tried to propose a separate peace with Austria, but Charles refused. The entirety of the Central Powers had to make peace. After Brest-Litovsk peace treaty with the Russians, the talks come to an end. At this moment, you can ask yourself, this is not an affair, and I agree with you. But only at this moment. Those are only failed negotiations. But here enters Count Otakar Czernin, at this time Austrian foreign minister, who believed in German victory. He made a speech in Wien City Hall, and he said, "God is my witness that we have tried everything possible to prevent a new offensive. The Entente didn't want it that. Mr. Clemenceau inquired of me some time before the beginning of the Western Offensive if I was willing to negotiate on what basis. I replied at once, in agreement with Berlin, that I was willing to do so, and that I could see no other obstacle to peace with France than the desire of France for Alsace-Lorraine. The reply from Paris was that it was impossible to negotiate on that basis. Then there was no other choice. As you can hear, he lied. The French did not begin with the negotiations. The Austrians started those. He also damaged the reputation of Emperor Charles in eyes of his ally, Germany, and because of that, Charles replaced him. When we stay at Germany, they were really angry on Austria, and there was even a possibility of German occupation of Austria. But the soldiers were needed elsewhere. The press immediately began to tell everyone about this speech. The answer of Clemenceau was that he made first of the letter public, which was a mistake, because now could not be a peace, only a winner and a defeated. This also made Austria more dependent on Germany. And after President Wilson's 14 points, the Austrians knew that with the end of war, their multi-ethnical empire would fall with them. The war ended on 11th of November 1918, but many of the people proclaimed themselves to be independent before this date, like Czechoslovakia, who did it on 28th of October 1918. This was end for the Habsburgs, who ruled Austria for 636 years, since 1282. There are still some interesting informations that I would like to tell you. Emperor Charles was beatified for his effort to make peace. This happened in year 2004, and Pope John Paul II did it. Charles was also exiled to an island of Madeira, where he died in year 1922. He also tried to remain as King of Hungary, but he failed. Hungary remained monarchy until the end of the Second World War, but with Horthy as regent. Charles' son Otto, who was the last pretender of Austrian crown and who was still born in the empire, died in year 2011, and the Habsburg emperor would today be Karol von Habsburg-Lothringen. And it is interesting that the Habsburgs still have their funeral ceremony in Wien. I will leave you here some videos of the ceremony on. I hope that you like this video and I will see you at the next video. Salvete.
Otto von Österreich, einst Kronprinz von Österreich-Ungarn, königlicher Prinz von Ungarn und Böhmen, von Dalmatien, Kroatien, Slawonien, Galizien, Lodomerien und Illyrien, Großherzog von Toskana und Krakau, Herzog von Lothringen, von Salzburg, Steyr, Kärnten, Krain und der Bukowina.